Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, so we'll switch to our zone blitz,
Zone Blitz.
segment. Yeah, so we're gonna try to basically dodge the defenders and the topics and give some reasonable analysis, but in a bit of a shorter time frame. I actually do have a couple of flushed out ideas on some of these, so I'm preparing to break the rules a bit. Jack, you feel free to do whatever you need to do, whether you want to go long or short here, but depends on what the defense is giving you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Depends how I'm going to be in rush. What the zone coverage is,
Yeah. Okay. So zone blitz. We're going to start with
turn in the page. Oh, geez.
That's right. I got 2 pages of notes this week. All right. This is what you're getting out there in the audience. We're giving you the video podcast. We're giving you 2 pages of notes. Okay.
We're giving
zone
you
blitz.
Fan favorite zone blitz. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. There we go. Which New York team, Jack? I'm starting with you. Which New York team, the Jets or the Giants, is better through week 7? What do you got?
Definitely the Giants for a couple of reasons. Reason one, I mean, you could just say better record, but I think that they've just looked pretty good. I think the Jets have now had Breece Hall injured, right? They had their star rookie, top of the second round running back. He got hurt. They got like their second best player in the entire offense. One of their tackles, I think, got hurt. So they got 2 big players who I think are both out for the season. At least their running back is. That's not good. And the Giants, I mean, Danny Dimes. Hey, Danny Dimes played pretty well. He's been playing kind of well. I'll be honest. Right? Yeah. Danny Dimes been playing kind of 202 yards rushing. He was the leading and 202 yards passing. He was the leading rusher on the team as well for a while. Like he didn't end. It ended. Saquon got a couple more yards. Saquon even 24 rushes, averaging 4.6. That's pretty good. So their run game's insane. Daniel Jones had 11 rushes, 107 yards, and a touchdown. And he threw for a touchdown. Danny Dimes is looking good. That team offensively is looking pretty good. So I think partially it's them looking good, partially the Jets kind of falling from grace a bit potentially with these injuries.
Yeah, I like both teams right now, but I also agree. You can't argue with the fact of the matter. Daniel Jones is playing better than Zach Wilson is, and
Danny Dimes renaissance.
Yes, Danny Dimes has finally sort of aged like wine, and he definitely and just Wilson hasn't gotten there yet. Yeah. He hasn't looked as good as Dimes. The other thing is you look at the Giants, like you said, they have a better record, but also look at the teams that they beat. The only winning team that the Jets have beat are the Miami Dolphins, and that's when they didn't have Tua. Okay. Meanwhile, the Giants have beaten the Titans and the Ravens, and they also almost beat the Cowboys. That's their only loss. So I think that that the Giants are clearly the better team. I agree with you.
Yeah. So moving on, which QB is the most washed? Brady, Rodgers, or Wilson? As in Russ.
Yes, as in Russell Wilson.
You want to go first? You want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
I read it.
Yeah, this is a bit of a lob, I feel like. I almost left Wilson off, but I think that you could make an argument for Rodgers and Brady. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just say Wilson. I mean, the guy he's hurt now, so we don't get to see his drop off intensify like we might for the other 2 guys. So we might be saying in a couple of weeks, well, Wilson's been sitting, so we don't know how really bad he is. But man, Rodgers is he's completely lost it. He can't even throw 2-yard slants and stuff. So, but I mean, Wilson, it's clear his team supposedly everyone told us, Jack, that this was a Super Bowl ready roster.
Yeah.
And if that was the case, and they were just missing a QB, then he's the problem. So it's got to be Russell Wilson. What do you think?
Mike Florio said that if they lose this week in London, they're going to be trading Bradley Chubb.
I know.
That's what he said.
I thought that was Florio just talking shit. I mean,
and it might supposedly it very well could be. It very well could be.
They're saying that from Broncos reporters on the ground he's getting that from them. Like he's taking it nationally, but they're saying that they're ready to sell the farm.
It's local news. Yeah. Ooh, that's Ooh, well, I don't know. Well, for the question, I think I'm not going to say Rodgers. I've not seen Rodgers play well yet, but I do know he's been had a fair amount of drops. I do know that. That's one thing I've seen. Some narratives I've seen is that a lot of does have like the worst receiving core in the NFL, right? Maybe only the Giants is worse, right? He's got like one of the bottom two receiving cores, and even the couple good players were hurt. Like Randall Cobb, I think got hurt. That's a throwback player there, but like. I mean, so I can't see him, but I don't think he's. I think all three are looking pretty washed. I also have to go Russ because I think it's just the most. I think it is, like you said, the layup. But I'd consider saying Brady because especially with kind of Brady being Brady and the expectation on the season. I know Mike Evans dropped like a free touchdown pass last week. I saw the replay of that, but still, I would expect like expectation wise for me. I think from where I think he was players rated, where like the expectations are to where they are now. I think Brady might be the biggest fall off, but I think kind of looking for actual like level of play. I didn't have as high expectations of Brady, so it doesn't like hurt as much for me seeing him not play well, play super well. Whereas Russ, like right, we had Russ in our top 10 and stuff, and he's been looking terrible. So yeah. Yeah, I think he was number 8 or something. But yeah, so I got to go Russ.
Yeah, to transition from Russell to his old team. Yeah, are the Seattle Seahawks a playoff team? What do you think, Jack?
I'm going yes. I think the Seahawks are looking pretty good. I think Geno Smith is looking very good. And probably the biggest fact, I mean, frankly, I believe they're winning the NFC West right now. I believe leading the NFC West right now. So, I mean, for one thing, for that, but also the NFC only has 5 teams with a winning record. So yeah, they're one of those teams, right? Even if they kind of go 500 at the even if they're under 500 by the end of the season, there's still a chance they sneak in. They sneak in that division. They sneak in as a wild 7th seed. Like, there's so many ways to end up with 7 teams in the playoffs and in a division or not division, conference and division, but in a conference that bad, like that top heavy, however you want to phrase it. Like, I think they're pretty easy with how they've been playing. I think they definitely get in.
Yeah, I cannot agree more. Seattle has appeared to be somehow the best team in that division. Yes, they've dropped a couple of games that they shouldn't have. They would have loved to have that game back where they gave up 4 TDs to Taysom Hill. They would love to have the game back where they lost to the Falcons. If those kinds of things continue to happen, they might not make the playoffs. But I think that at this point they have enough momentum. They know that they're a good enough team that they could get the 10 wins.
Well. Good
coach. Well,
yeah, he can squeeze a couple wins out in close games, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I like them. If you want to do something crazy and say that you are going to get 3 NFC East teams in the playoffs, which is what it's right now is that's what it would be. If you want to lock in the Giants and the Cowboys in the wild card, that means Seattle will fight for the 7th seed and the winner of that division, and I think that they'll get that. I really do. So
I think they'll get one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Seattle. So to move on, we're going to go to which team is better, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Washington Commanders? Now, keep note that they are both 3-4 currently.
No, I am extremely ice cold, Arctic cold on the Bucs, right? And I've been saying this for a bit now, but I at least can maybe hope that they put some stuff together. That Brady, is like, you know what? I gotta dedicate, right. This is my legacy, right. Maybe he gets a bit more into it. The play, like I don't. There's just more talent. I feel like there's just more talent on the Bucs team. It's more maybe a coaching thing. It's more of whatever, like the mesh. It's not meshing the way, but there's at least more talent there. I don't think the Commanders are very good. I don't know if they have as much talent. At least that I know of. Maybe I don't follow the NFC East as much, so I'm more curious in your answer. But I just that was my kind of feeling that I don't think either team's very good. But I think the Bucs beat the Cowboys, didn't they? At the week 1 with Dak. I know he got hurt, but like I can just that's my kind of feeling. The Bucs have more talent. I just am very I don't know. It's the commies, it's the football team.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
I came up with this question because I was looking at the records in the divisions. And yeah, I noticed that the Buccaneers are leading the NFC South at 3-4. While the Washington Commanders are in last place in the NFC East at 3-4.
Are easily last place as well, like well into last place at 3-4.
Right, by like 4 games or something. But so yeah, so I was like, wow, I wonder, are the Commanders as good, if not better, than Tampa Bay? And the answer is, of course, no. In every single category you want to look at statistically, you want to look by feel, want to see who they won, who they lost to. It's Tampa Bay's clearly better. They're going through a rough spot. I'd like to point out that the only win that the Detroit Lions have this year is against the Washington Commanders. So, and that might be the only win that they get.
That's electric offense, Lions.
Dan Campbell's probably at the door. I give him like 4 weeks.
Another one of those. I mean, maybe they let him ride out the season just because. Why not? I mean, how much damage can he do? I don't know, but yeah, that Lions are one of those teams. I said at the beginning, foreboding loss, right? I mean, they've had a couple there. That loss to the Patriots, maybe most of it getting shut out, but like they would have wanted to hope, kind of freeze frame, like turn the car around. That's what they would have hoped, and in what was a close game for a lot of it, that's probably an emotionally devastating one. But I'm sure Lions fans are used to it.
Yeah,
I don't know. Let's move on. I think to will the Colts be better or worse with Sam? You're gonna have to say this name, Ellinger.
Ellinger, I believe it's Ellinger.
Ellinger, yes, probably that.
Yeah.
That's they've benched Matt Ryan and will be starting Sam there with Nick Foles, I believe, as the number 2. Thoughts? Will they be better or worse with this?
Yeah, so I just want to make it clear. The understanding is there was some drama about how this got released. Matt Ryan may or may not be hurt, but the idea is, my understanding is that regardless of whether he was hurt, they are benching him for the entire season. So it is a bench. Now, he may also be hurt, but they are basically saying that's why they made it clear that Foles is the number 2. Because they're basically saying we're not going to play Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan is not playing, yeah.
Right, exactly. So
better or worse though? Better
or worse? Absolutely worse. Sam Ellinger is a 6th round pick from 2021. He has never started a game in the NFL while the Colts have had all those
had a revolving door, yeah.
Right, QB. Carson Wentz was there. They shipped him off and went and got Matt Ryan while Ellinger was in the facility. Now, maybe they just knew he wasn't ready, and then he's going to be ready after
and now
7
he is.
games.
Now he is. You got a couple more weeks behind Matt Ryan.
Of course not. Of course not. This is going to go terribly, and it's just odd because I know Matt Ryan's playing really, really bad, but they're asking Matt Ryan to do a lot. He's passing almost more than anybody in the league. I think he's got the 2nd most passes of anyone in the league.
He is the 4th most passing yards. He's one yard behind Justin Herbert for 3. He's basically tied for 3rd at passing yards. Which again does not mean he's playing well, but
no. But why? Because he's not calling the plays. The one thing I've seen, Frank Reich's been there since like the Andrew Luck era. At one point, are we going to not say, hey, we're just cycling through Phillip Rivers, Andrew Luck.
Start that coach
Wentz.
cycle.
I mean,
but
honestly,
the classic coach and quarterback revolving door like the Browns, looking like the Browns.
But here's the thing, though.
Keep the cycle going.
I mean, there's a common denominator there. I understand that, like, Carson Wentz, I mean, he doesn't look super great. Yeah. He's out now with the Commanders, and he wasn't great before he came to the Colts. But I mean, and maybe Matt Ryan is all stats, and he's not actually good. He's just all stats. But I know he's played bad. I understand that. But you think Ellinger's going to play good? I mean, what? I don't know. I hate this move. It's terrible. It's a terrible move.
No. You know what? I know it's zone blitz. We got to move fast. Last thought on this. This could be an advanced tanking maneuver. This is advanced tanking, right? Where they are going to start, right? Because look at it, right? They're like Matt Ryan, right? He's not playing well enough to like carry us like Andrew Luck would. So he's gonna make us win too many games. He's gonna not too many, but he's gonna make us win too many games for like super high draft pick, right? Because we have him, he's gonna squeeze out a win or two, you know. His old man brain, it'll come out, the muscle memory will come back for a game or two, for a drive or two. Start the Sam dude. The Sam dude, maybe, right? Rookie, never started. Maybe he's Tom Brady. There you go. 6th round pick. Oh, maybe he's amazing. 99% no, but maybe he's that. And in the other case, you have a nice tank commander to train him to be the backup, right? Because Nick Foles, you know, how long's he going to be your backup? Right? You train this guy to be your backup by giving him some starts. You know, maybe he turns out really good. Most likely, he's a nice tank commander. You know, there you go. That's why.
Listen, it's a great take. It's an excellent take. You know, and this is the zone blitz. But guess what? You picked up some blockers. So you know, if you for good takes, you can go for 10, 15 seconds in the pocket. I'm not going to stop you, Jack. All right.